Hello, I'm Fred Grooms, founder of Strengths Development, where we teach students and educators how to unleash the power of strengths. In this segment, we're going to talk about the 3 keys to success, the keys that I think are the most important. The first one of those is education. Now, we've also heard all the time that education is the key to success. Well, folks, education is a key to success, not the key to success. Just like the keys that you carry around in your purse or in your pocket, each one opens a different door. And that's what education does. It opens doors for us. Once that door is open, then what? What do we do next? Education helps us decide that as well. But education is a key that opens up a lot of doors. What you do once you walk through those doors really then depends on you, what education you have gotten, how much education, how much knowledge you have, what you do with it after you get in the door, what your soft skills are, what corporate America is expecting from you when you walk in the door. What are you bringing to the table? What are you offering? What are our students offering to corporate America? That's what education is about. It's about opening doors. The second key to success is, and this might surprise some of you, and you've heard this maxim before, we've heard it all the time, especially in sports, and it's attitude. Attitude. Attitude is everything, right? We've heard that in the past. I'm sure as educators, you've had students who have just not had a great attitude. And you said, you know what? If you'll change your attitude about this, you're going to do better. You know what? There's a lot of truth to that. Attitude ultimately helps us move forward. If we have a horrible attitude about something, we don't want to do it. If we feel defeated and demeaned and always having to work on, again, the things that we're not any good at, our attitude for education is horrible. Our attitude about ourselves and what we expect and where we're going to go is terrible. Here's the thing about attitude and super successful people. There's a man by the name of Darren Hardy. Darren Hardy is the publisher of Success Magazine. Darren has studied super successful people in all sorts of industries. He studies authors. He's studied movie producers. He's studied athletes. He studied CEO. He studied internet professionals. He studied large business people, small business people. He studied people in the arts. Darren has studied all people who are super successful, highly motivated, highly wealthy people. Darren took the Success Magazine and rose it up out of the ashes. It ultimately was dismal and falling apart. He bought the rights and began to study successful people. And in doing so, he's made this magazine something that everybody who wants to be successful wants to read. Now, here is what Darren has found about super successful people. He's found, folks, that 80 to 90% of super successful people report that attitude is more important. Now get this, attitude is more important than specialized industry knowledge. I didn't say that. Darren Hardy said that. And Darren Hardy also says that the reason why people say attitude is this important is because ultimately everybody is out there trying to defeat you, trying to bring you down. If you don't have a good attitude, then ultimately you're not going to be successful. And Hardy says that the key to maintaining this positive attitude is knowing what your strengths are. Again, I didn't say that. Darren Hardy says that knowing what your personal strengths are is what keeps your attitude up. So again, I want to be a part of something that's going to be able to help me be a super successful person, and I want my students to be a part of that. By knowing their strengths, they're going to be able to maintain that super attitude that ultimately leads to success. Now, what's the third key here then? If attitude is the second one, education is the third one. I think I alluded to it just a second ago, that knowing Knowing your strengths. Knowing your strengths is the third key to success. Because when you know what you're good at and what your personal strengths are, your attitude is going to stay up, right? You're going to be more interested in learning and educating yourself within the areas of your greatest strengths. You're not going to spend time spinning your wheels learning a bunch of stuff that you're never going to use. You know, here's a great example. I had a math student, a student who loved to study math, and ultimately she went to a super high-tech university that focused in on math. Why? Because she was good at math. And the thing is that she graduated, she did really well, top of her class, super, super smart, great education with math. You know what? She doesn't do anything with math now. Why? Because math didn't really fit into what her personal strengths were. It's a skill. And you know what? Here's the thing. There is a difference between skill. There's a difference between knowledge. And there is a difference between talents. All of these things ultimately go into knowing what your strengths are. And we're going to unpack this a whole lot here in the near future. So I believe these are the three keys to helping students unlock the power of their personal strengths. They have to have a basic education. They have to understand that their attitude is significant in their ability to maintain success. They have to know what their strengths are, and knowing what their strengths are is knowing how to employ their skills, their knowledge, and their talents. We'll unpack this in our next segment. I hope you found this helpful. If you want more from me or my programs, my name is Fred Grooms. You can find me at fredgrooms.com, or you can look me up on strengthsdevelopment.com. I'll see you on the next segment. I hope this has been helpful to you. Again, I'm Fred Grooms, and have a great day, y'all.